As always, my trusted right-hand man, Nick Bakay, our announcer. Nicky,
how you
are you tonight? Why didn't you tell me, I watched the tape of last night's show, man. I am going to the hair every 30 seconds. You gotta stop me there. Saw that tape from Christian Slater the first night. I'm working the front, he's working the back. Look like we're in Jose Bear's rec room or something. And you know, Jose, if you're watching, I love the little Bo Derek hat. Don't lose it, okay? Gives you that vibology. I'm in a funky way.
You know the secret to the hat?
Well, excuse me, Nick, what?
He has the perfect secret to pH balance nestled in the brim of his rakish trilby.
The rakish trilby? Beautiful. I did not know that.
It is a fact.
I think I just did a Carson thing again.
Yes.
Man, he has laid everything down, man. It's like Elvis with rock.
It's inescapable.
You can't do anything, and you're doing him.
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying hard not to say yes. I'm fighting it.
That would be Arthur Treacher, of course.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the news. Bill Bixby hosted the Elvis Files tonight. What the hell's Bixby doing? What, did the Martian cut him out of the trust fund or what? Come on. The Elvis Files has the Presley family angry. They feel the show continues to exploit the memory of Elvis, and they've asked fans of the King to boycott the show. If you do have to watch it, at least blow out the TV screen with a gun. And the show does pose one interesting question, though. Why do you think it is that Elvis built his house right across the street from all those souvenir booths? Why, huh? This is odd, but I read today that President Bush's approval rating is now at its highest in Iraq. Maybe too odd. In the latest New Hampshire poll, Bush's approval rating is down to 37%. 40% want him to get unemployment down, and 87% just want him to keep his food down, okay? On the other side of the aisle, hey, somebody hit an applause sign there? I don't want any applause signs on reasonably lame jokes, okay? Get a little paranoid. I thought there was a second applause sign behind a grassy knoll. Applause rang out. On the other side of the aisle, the Democrats are locked in a grisly contest to see who believes more strongly in the death penalty, Clinton, Kerry, or Tsongas. Clinton was the most convincing at debates, I thought, when he showed up wearing a black hood over his head. And remember, it's Clinton, black hood, Duke, white hood. I don't want anybody to get anybody mixed up there. Oh, the pro-Duke crowd, huh? Sorry I took a shot at Dave. On the other hand, Clinton proposes a $400 tax cut to middle-class families. Wow, that'll stimulate the economy, huh? 400 beaners. What's that pay for, a minute of college or what? Life in Russia. I met a man, Bojangle. Life in Russia got worse for the 860th day in a row today, shattering a world record held by Ethiopia from 1987 to 1989. Congratulations, Russia. Yeah. You know, Russians next week will be able to watch American television shows like Murphy Brown dubbed in their own language, although they're not quite sure what their own language will be next week. Maybe should have got out of Russia after one there, huh? What do you think? General Motors recalled over 200,000 cars today. They don't remember the problem, but they do recall the cars. And here's an interesting one. Teresa Hines of the Heinz ketchup fortune donated $10 million to the Yale Art Gallery yesterday. Yale officials opened the envelope and had to keep hitting on it to get the check out of the damn envelope. Yeah. I think I just ruptured a blood vessel doing that dramatic presentation. And in New York, organizers of the St. Patrick's Day festivities won't let a gay group march in the parade. The gays also are not allowed to join in any reindeer games. And, you know, the gays were banned because of, quote, outrageous behavior. You know, how outrageous is too outrageous for a St. Patrick's Day parade, for God's sake? Apparently, the group's float portraying St. Patrick in his East Village apartment with his friend Alex making a radicchio salad was the final straw. You know, they're picking a jury for the John Gotti trial. You thought people with breast implants were nervous, huh? Breast implants are a way for a woman to attract the opposite sex without having to develop their intellects or personalities. So let's make it equitable. If they're going to ban breast implants for women, declare a moratorium on Porsche sales for men. And finally, Dr. Kevorkian. You all know who he is? Okay, thanks for the feedback. I think you've made use of his services. Dr. Kevorkian, I'm teasing. I love this crowd. It's Altamont. I embrace you. Finally, Dr. Kevorkian, the big K, is proposing a national network of suicide specialists. Great. Another big suicide chain driving the independent suicide specialists out of business. He's going to call it Jiffy Death. And we wish him good luck, Doc. Knock him dead. Tonight's guests, Shannen Doherty, Louie Anderson, Diane Ladd, Vlade Divac, Andy.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Dawn Dishwashing Liquid. It takes grease out of your way.
Thank you, Andy. Hey, and I'm serious. Bill Bixby, if you're out there watching, you don't have to do those Elvis shows. I want you to come on here. It's 213-871, is that our number? 871-8137. You call. Come on this show. You gotta let Elvis go. He's dead. Yeah, you got Elvis. I just feel really tied into Bill from the Hulk. Hey, wait. Ferrigno is Elvis. Bingo! Hey, I got the funniest postcard today. This is a true postcard. Where the hell am I at? What are these yellow things called? It's a telegram is what it's called. And it's from a friend named Postcard. No, it's a... It's a telegram. It says, Dennis, what a great first show. You were very funny, interesting, and entertaining. The set looked great on TV. Congratulations. I really only have one criticism. Do you think Nightline is the appropriate name for the show? My suggestion, the Dennis Miller Program. Sincerely, Bob Odenkirk. See, he was watching Nightline. I thought this guy was my friend. Well, at least I don't got that Koppel Bobby Goldsboro hair thing going on. Little German World War II helmet look there. Watching Scotty grow. Anyway, get this. Today, the LA Board of Education approved the distribution of condoms at high schools. Yeah. Now, it was a close decision, and it is the topic for tonight's Case For, Case Against. The case for school condom giveaways, giving kids condoms is the rational thing to do. Against, condoms are slipcovers for Satan's tail. Yeah. Satan's little tail. Case 4, safe sex is possible, abstinence is unreasonable. Against, hey, I made it through high school without sex, so can they. Case 4, condoms only take 20 seconds to put on. Case against, that's all the time it will take her to realize what a big mistake you are. Men do too much thinking when they're putting a little guy on. They have to start again and put it on again at that point. The case 4 condoms, some have reservoir tips. The case against, hey, I don't even want to hear about it. Case 4, one size fits all. Against, well, it doesn't seem to fit me. And yeah, smaller the man, the bigger the desk. Case 4, condoms encourage kids to practice safe sex. Against, condoms encourage kids to cut class and root like bush pigs in the shrubbery under the bleachers. Case 4, some condoms have ribs. The case against, if I want ribs, I'll go to Tony Roma's. Isn't it weird? I mean, kids get condoms handed them to school nowadays, but they still have to get a hall pass to go take a whiz. Yeah, I'm just getting old. Forget condoms. When I was a kid, we didn't have penises. We had to borrow our dad's penis. Can I use the penis tonight, Dad? We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with, my favorite show, Shannen Doherty from Beverly Hills 90210. We'll be right back, folks. Before we move on, I want to say real quickly, I did a joke about Ultraman the other night, and the people who make Ultraman sent me a little thing that I want to thank them for it. I'm going to have to start tailoring these monologues to things I need, huh? Knock, knock, who's there? Beluga! My first guest tonight is a member of the cast of Beverly Hills 90210, a very popular show among teenagers and people like myself who wish high school was anything like this when they were there. Please welcome Shannen Doherty, ladies and gentlemen. I think you just registered a 90210 on the Richter scale. Hey, now, you think they're going to pass condoms out at, like, Beverly Hills High School?
Actually, I know that you're joking, but we just did
an episode like that?
About that, yeah.
Well, pretty rich school, they probably pass out midwives or something,
Yes, but they might also pass out extra small. You never know.
Luke or Jason? I used to, I watched the show way back when. I remember I think I saw the first or second episode. Remember when you went to Palm Springs? Everybody went down there and jammed with the grandparents? Right. I liked it early on. I'm just wondering, it must be like a rocket sled of fame or something. Everybody there, I know you're enjoying it. Obviously, everybody wants a hit. But in some way, it must be really spooky to get that big that quickly, isn't it?
Your eyebrow is twitching. Are you nervous?
Oh, no. That's just old remnants from the lobotomy. Well, geez, you're my favorite show. I'm a little... She's on to me. Watch. I have one of those completely surrealistic Louis Bunnell moments where it's not even an eyebrow, it's a caterpillar. It crawls off my head. But, are you nervous about the success of the show so quickly? Is it kind of...
No, it just sort of invades your life.
Yeah,
and your privacy and stuff like that. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I'm still... No, Whoa,
It's
it's
a
getting
joke.
gladiatorial
Look,
here.
he's got
They
his
turned
own
on her. She
show.
was
He's
teasing.
very, very hot.
She was
I am
teasing.
teasing. Calm down.
But you get married too? I heard. So you must have
Yeah.
double things in your life. All this
Yeah.
great stuff happening.
Yeah,
Who you get?
right.
What's is he? He's not one of the guys, is it?
No.
Oh, I thought we'd have a big scoop here tonight.
No, it's not one of the guys.
Where?
No.
What's he about? Or you don't want to talk about him? What am I saying? I'm already.
No, he's from Chicago. He's a great guy.
Yeah?
Very, very much in love with him. So.
When you getting hitched?
Sometime in April or March, one of the two. We haven't really decided. Of course, we've been like threatened with helicopters at our wedding and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, that's
so.
what I was hinting at earlier with the weirdness. God, you go from... You were great in Heathers. You know, I even thought then when I saw you, I thought, I bet you that girl goes on to something. I didn't know who you were or anything, but I thought you were cool in that. And now you're... now they're talking about helicopters at your wedding. That is such a weird thing.
I don't know. It's kind of weird because you don't really expect it, and you don't think of yourself that way, so it's odd.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, certainly working with like Jason and Luke, I mean, it's overwhelming because they are mobbed wherever they go.
Yeah.
And it's just unbelievable, and I mean, deservingly so. They're two good-looking guys and great actors. And I mean, it's a pleasure to work with both of them.
Yeah.
But
They
it's
seem
really
like cool
very
guys,
overwhelming.
too.
They're
I mean, I
very,
read the
very cool.
interviews with them. I guess they're also locked in this fame
Very
ascension,
cool.
which
I'm
can
sure
get
they'll be
weird.
on the show, because
Well,
I mean, actually, we talked about you on the set. We were like, Dennis Miller. It was kind of cool.
Wow,
So
that's
as much as
neat.
I was joking about it, no, I mean, the show is very. I'm sure you'll have both of them on the show.
Now, Jason seems a little more laid back or something. Lukey, I see him out there all over the place now. I think he was the first to reach the publicist peak, I guess. But Jason seems really
handles
reserved.
everything really well in stride. I mean,
Yeah.
Jason's very. He sort of took it all in stride and said, okay, this is what it should be like. And he sat back and he loves the attention, which is great. And he loves the fans and everything. Luke loves the fans, but he sometimes gets very scared by it all because, you know, girls like faint at his feet.
Yeah,
and
that would be
stuff
weird.
like that, and he doesn't really know how to deal with it.
Yeah, I saw him at the introducing Madonna that night, and I think he just seemed like such a nice, normal kid who's,
He's really sweet.
Yeah?
He's very sweet. I mean, he's this guy from, like, Ohio, I think, right?
Yeah.
Who's basically a farmer. He came in the other day wearing, like, Wrangler jeans and cowboy boots, and he looked like a farmer, really cute, and you just think, you know, wow, it's so overwhelming for him. But he's handling it well.
Now, you've been in this for a long time, though, weren't you on, you know, it's so many kids or young people who started out in this business always have these great tales about Michael Land, and he must have been the sweetest man, was he?
He was the best. He was my first person that I ever worked with in the business.
Yeah, you did
And,
Little House?
Yeah,
right?
or Father Murphy, actually, which
Oh,
he
Father
produced,
Murphy.
and then I did Little House. And he's amazing. I mean, he taught me a lot about the business. Sort of stick up for yourself, you know. He said you're going to get run over a lot, and you just got to stick up for yourself and stand your ground and do what you believe in. And don't ever compromise.
Yeah. Were you happy? You having a good
I'm very
time?
happy, having a great time.
Well, good luck with your wedding.
All right,
I think that's,
thank you.
that's great for you.
Thanks.
Okay, Shannen Doherty, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Thank you.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Budweiser. Nothing beats a Bud.
Welcome back. God, I missed you. Don't do that to me. Tomorrow night, my guests will be Mort Saul. Ooh, talk about the Kennedy thing. Sean Young. Ooh, talk about it. And Lawrence Kasdan, Grand Canyon. Great film. Very paranoid film. I haven't seen a film that paranoid since Stuntman. Remember that film? Just gave you that good film, but creepy kind of. Life is creepy, kids. Come here. Stay in. We'll just do the show. We'll never go back outside again. My next guest has appeared in films such as Rat Boy. I think I was in that. Rat Boy. And then he was in Rat Boy 2, Rat Man. And then he was in Robo-Rat. And Out of Ratrika. Quick. Then he was in Quicksilver. He is the author of Dear Dad, very touching book. And Sweet Man, one of my best friends in comedy, Louie Anderson. Folks.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Well, I'm very relieved that I didn't have those breast implants. But I did have trouble getting over here. Have you ever just tried to stop at the store and there's always that person in front of you that has to make comments with the cashier? The cashier said, the total will be $19.55, sir. $19.55? Well, that was a good year. Well, don't you think they should be able to charge them? That'll be $20.55, sir. Ching, ching. A year you'll never see. People make those kind of comments all the time, don't they? Is today Wednesday? All day. Ching, ching. I'll see you tomorrow. Not if I see you first. Ching, ching. Hey, did you get your hair cut? No, got them all cut. Ching, 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 ching. That'll be $2. Kind of a dork tax. They should charge people for being stupid, don't you? Well, I guess they do. They have that lottery. It's weird. Whenever you buy something, it's hard. Like I was looking at cars recently. Now, you know, everybody wants to buy an American car, so you go to buy an American car. And go to the salesman. Now, first of all, how do people decide to become car salesmen? They look in the paper and they see terrorist, dentist, well, car salesman. You know, and you have to practice before you go in. All right, I don't want any bull out of you. I know cars. My father knew cars. I saw this car for $2,000 less down the street. You know, and you go in there. Because you really want to walk in and just go, hey, any chance of you guys being nice to me? Now, they bring the car out. First, they bring the American car out. Do, 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 do. You know, you want to buy American. Then they bring that Japanese car out. So you get the American, because otherwise your father's voice comes into your head. What? And these car dealers, they're kind of sleazy, you know. How do I look? What was your name? Slick? How do I look in this car, Slick? You look great, Lou. That's the car for you, Lou. Ching, ching. You get the car, you drive it off the lot. The guy goes, hey, did you just get that? Yeah. Hey, I saw that down the street for $2,000 less. Ching, ching. You know what they should do to those car dealers when they lie is they should cut their fingers off. I know it sounds cruel. Then their arms and... You'd know who you're dealing with. Come on in. Got a hell of a deal. We're slashing prices. No kidding. Come on in. Thank you very much.
Lou.
Does this go to the audience?
Here, no, that's mine.
They don't quite have that together yet.
This is mine.
That's yours. Hey,
Okay.
a chair that you can sit in.
Yeah. Louie, so nice to have you
It's nice
here.
to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you having fun? Because you look like you're having fun tonight. And last night you were having fun.
Yeah,
I've been watching it.
They've got me on plastidills. And,
And there's people in the Midwest with a dictionary going, plastidills, honey.
oh, so that thing that used to be Fred Flintstone's fan. Yeah. No, it was a pterodactyl. We had the best time on the road, didn't we?
We did.
My best road trip I ever did in my life with
We did.
Louie. We drove around New England.
Oh, man. We did some cities. Ching, ching.
We were out there.
we were
man.
out
I
there.
think we played Atlantis.
If
I
you
mean,
brought a farm animal, you got a discount at our show.
Right.
We were so far out in the sticks sometimes.
And we had farm animals bringing farm animals. We used to have those long, Louie used to always chill me. It was so funny. We'd be on these long late-night drives in between cities. Pretty exciting out there, folks, that thing on the road. Louie and I eating Domino's in a Buick Regal. And we'd drive down the road. I'd pour my guts out to Louie, and he'd look at me and go, "We'll be right back." Remember, you used to always do that.
Yeah, well,
like,
we got really
away.
serious sometimes because we have, similar philosophies in a lot of ways, but you're so hip.
Yeah.
And I'm...
Sure,
It's true.
I am.
No, you are. You're very hip, and I'm like...
Well.
And because I'm from the Midwest, and I just have that thing. And so we had some great conversation. We had, a lot of talks about families because we both come from Venus that way.
Yeah.
But families are really difficult. You know what's bad is when you start relating to the mass murderers, the ones who kill their whole family.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds cruel, but you think, they're cured.
Well, you and I have...
Because nobody's going to bug them anymore. Yes, they're in jail, but it is a different kind of jail.
You would, Jeffrey Dahmer, now, the guy in Milwaukee, he's
man.
from up near you.
Yeah, that's right.
He,
that's what happens to people. They go crazy because the families torture people.
Well, he had a very weak defense. Did you hear his defense?
No.
He admitted he did it, but he said they started it. And, that just didn't hold true for me. You've been out in the desert. Where were you?
I was out in
Springs.
Palm Springs. Have you ever been out there?
Yeah, sure.
The
I've been out
Republican
there.
capital of the world.
Yeah. I go down, I jam at Frank's compound once in a while.
The Bob Hope Desert Classic.
Yeah.
That's frightening. And they're all Republican. Bush was out there. Quayle playing golf. Quayle, did you see what he did? Well, this is my favorite thing. He takes the press and he pulls them all over the motorcade to a Burger King. There's a "For Help Wanted" sign in the window. And he goes, "Things are not that bad."
I know.
Now, this is a guy who can't even get a job at a Burger King.
Yeah, well, there you go. Because he can't get the paper hat together, man. He can't figure it out. Louie, thanks for coming on,
Thank
boss.
you.
It's always
Nice
a
to
gas
see you.
to see you. We'll be right back.
If you're going to be in Los Angeles and would like to attend a taping of the Dennis Miller Show, please drop us a note. Care of the Dennis Miller Show, Post Office Box 8160, Universal City, California 91608, or call us at 818-506-0043.
Hey, what's the deal here? Is this studio already off level? I mean, it's a new studio. Look at the water here. It's just... Put a lot of money in this. Anything we can do about it, Dave?
Hang on a second here, Dennis.
Okay.
Cory,
Yeah,
could you bring the studio up a quarter inch?
sure, no problem, Dave. Is that about enough?
Perfect, thanks.
Thank you. Sorry. Little comedy piece we put together. Oh, God. I feel so bad. That's Cory Everson, 6-time Miss Olympia, and we got her doing matchstick. We got to have her on. We got to do something more than that, because that bit made me wish my toe was trapped under that building. All right, that was Cory Everson. Hey, look, the water's level now. Okay. I think I'm gonna stay in the Q&A bunker here. My next guest, to borrow a line from her movie, is as graceful as a capital S. She is the star of Ramblin' Rose and an Academy Award-nominated actress. Please welcome Diane Ladd. Beautiful woman is lovelier than a rose. Graphic depiction. Oh, thank you.
From the whole Rambling Rose group.
Beautiful. Everybody kicked in on this?
Yeah.
Well, we'll make our money on the back end. Now, You did this film with your daughter. The second time I've seen you work with her.
Yes.
That must be, you seem to me to be somebody who's sensitive anyway, like you'd really be so proud of your daughter that she was just in the field. To act with her must be really joyous for you.
You're right. I not only love my daughter as my daughter, I like her as a person, and I happen to be extremely proud of her as a fellow actress, even though I begged her not to be an actress.
Yeah.
I said, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be anything, be a leper missionary. Don't be an actress, Laura. But she didn't listen to her mother, thank God, because we've done 2 films together.
Right.
Wild at Heart, which won the top award in the whole world.
David Lynch film, yeah. The Palme d'Or. Did I say that right?
You said it perfect.
Beautiful. I hang out at Cannes a lot. Naked photo ops with Edie Williams.
All right.
Yeah, Paul. Love to see Roger Ebert belting down that French toast in the morning right out there on the Strand. And you also just did Ramblin' Rose?
Rambling Rose, which is a really great film. This is my 25th year in show business. I did my first film when I was about 19 years old for Roger Corman in 1966 called Wild Angels with my ex-husband Bruce Dern.
I remember it.
And I tell you, this is probably my favorite film in those 25 years.
Oh, it's great. Can we take a little look at it? You brought a clip?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
This is Diane in Ramblin' Rose.
You'd go so far as to mutilate a helpless girl who has no means of defending herself? Do you think I don't know what you just said? And do you think I don't understand the dreadful and revolting crime you just conspired to commit? Daddy, I thought I knew you better. I thought, in your heart, you are a good and kind man.
All right. Now, you, yeah. Now, it must be great for an actress to get into a scene with Duvall, huh? He seems like such a manly man. I met him in a restaurant one night, and he exploded out of his seat. He was like, Bobby Duvall! And I said, whoa, this guy. He's just really manly cat. Like,
He's fantastic as a person, and of course, he's a great actor.
yeah.
And he plays Daddy. I play Mommy. We have 3 kids. The oldest is great Lucas Haas. You know, he was also the young man in Witness. He's a fantastic young actor. And 2 other kids. 11-year-old girl, Lisa Jacobs, the beauty. And a little boy, 6 years old, called Evan Lockwood, and we called him Evan from Heaven. And then my daughter, Laura Dern, plays Rambling Rose. And it's truly a human being picture. And you know what, guys? Dennis, they don't make many human being pictures. I can only name like 5 on my hands and toes.
Right.
Like Color Purple.
Yeah.
I got to be in one a long time ago. Alice doesn't live here anymore.
Yeah, sure.
My mother talks about one, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, Driving Miss Daisy. But if people will go and encourage films like this, hey, it's up to you. You might get to see another one. Hope so for your
Yeah, you
sake.
have to cherish them when they're out there because they just don't come along that much. I thought Driving Miss Daisy was like that, had that sweet, very sweet
You know,
sentiment.
if Driving Miss Daisy had not got attention, I don't think Rambling Rose
Yeah, I
would have
thought a
ever
very
been made.
similar vibe
we
in the film.
we used her success to
Yeah.
push our picture through. But listen, I
Took
hear
you 5 years, right? to get
It
this
took us
made?
longer than 5 years. Calder Willingham wrote this book 17 years ago. Edgar Sherrick discovered it 12 years ago and fought. Martha Coolidge discovered it 6 years ago and fought. I fought for 2.5 years. Laura fought. Rennie Harlan came and fought. And it just
And it was only when you brought
God
Elf
fought.
on board the project that we got the green light from the studio.
Right.
Yeah.
But I hear, one last good thing about that. We both did get nominated for Golden Globe, which was the first time in history, ever in the world, they tell me, that a mother and a daughter both got nominated for an award. Men, yes, this was the first time we blazed new territory for women.
Well, good for you. That's sweet. That's a great story. You must be very proud. Well, listen, I have to keep it clipping along here. They give me 4 guests now because they don't trust me to
I just
fill up
want
the
to tell
time.
you,
Tell
I
me,
hear
come
you're
on.
a great golfer, and I want you to know that I live in Sedona, Arizona,
You're in
right on
love
the
out
golf
there,
course,
too, right?
and you're invited.
Okay, well, thank you. That's very sweet of you. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you. My next guest is from Prija, Yugoslavia. How far away was I from getting that right? He is 7'1", weighs 250, has the best shooting percentage on the Los Angeles Lakers, and I was ignorant enough to mispronounce his name earlier. I've got it right now. Please welcome Vlade Divac. Little cologne. Vlade loves me in this. Thank you, Vlade. That's sweet of you, man. Hey, now I think that one of the nicest sports stories of the year for me had to be after the tragedy earlier this season that you guys came back so strong. I know your back was hurt for much of that, but just the way the team held together in the wake of the Magic thing, which is, God, one of the most god-awful things that could ever happen to a team. I think we ought to give these guys credit, man. They really played their ass off that for a while. Yeah, that was very spirited. How's everybody feel now? Is the team getting back to a more even keel?
It's going better. Everything is fine. I had surgery like 5 weeks ago and feeling better. Probably in the next 2 weeks I'll be back.
Yeah, what was wrong with your back, man? What happened?
Before my surgery I had a couple of times back spasm, and just when I had the day before the surgery, I couldn't move. And my disc took some nerve, so I had disc hernia. And I did successful surgery, and right now it's okay.
Now, can they arthroscope that, or do they have to go in deep in? I don't know. Is arthroscope
I don't know. I
just
was sleeping.
Oh, you were out? They didn't give any drugs. He just really fell out.
I don't know what they did.
That is very cool, man. So you never asked what they did?
No, I'm fine, and no question about it.
I think that's what happened to Christine Jorgensen. It's an old transsexual reference. Sorry. Now, Vlade, that was nice of you to laugh, because I know you don't know who Christine Jorgensen is. See, now you can tell he's a nice guy. That's really sweet. Now, what's up with the team right now? How you guys playing? You feel you're hitting your stride? Elton Campbell, what do you think of the kid? Is he a good player?
Yeah, definitely. He's second year in the NBA, and every night he's going to play better. And I think Lakers will do have good year this year.
Yeah, well, he can reject, man. That cat gets up quickly.
Yeah, that's right.
You're kind of unique for a big man in that you can dribble, you can move with the down low, man. You got that quick first step down low. I like that.
I like that. Really, I enjoy to play when I had chance to play like a guard, because all my dream was to play, like a little guy.
Where were you playing guard, Ben?
I played
Asgard or where?
I played in Yugoslavia when I started to play basketball.
Oh, you were a little tight.
I grew up, so quick, so I couldn't play, guard anymore.
Now, were you one of those cats who grew up like there are kids who grow up in 2 weeks in a summer? They get that.
That's right.
They have something called Osgood slaughter, don't they? Did you ever get that? Your knees go out?
It's Yugoslavia is special, country that people really tall.
Why is that? Now, what's in the water, man?
It's over there. Usually in summer, rain is all every day, so we have chance to grow out quickly.
Oh, so the rain gets into your roots?
Like flowers.
Oh, that's so sweet, isn't it? The roots get into the little children and they flower into 6'11" postmen who will take your throat out with an elbow. What do you think of picking up Barkley? Would you like that?
Yeah, he's good. Definitely good player.
Yeah, he's an animal, isn't it?
Yeah, he plays tough.
You know what I like about Barkley is he has that sort of, when I used to watch Magic, and I have to confess, Magic's like my all-time favorite athlete next to Roberto Clemente in my life, but his indomitability, Magic was going to get the rock to the hole, and nobody was going to stop him. When I look at Barkley, he's a madman. He's like 6'5", isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He's 6'5", but he's like over 250, 260 pounds.
He must really position well.
He's beat everybody.
Yeah? What's the key on him to rebounding? How does him and Rodman get inside so often? These guys.
When he wanted to go on rebound, push him, I could turn around and catch a ball, and you know, he is a really big guy.
Is he as tough since Rick Mahorn went to Europe, or was Mahorn like his enforcer over there in Philadelphia?
You know, Bark is a really tough player.
Yeah.
One of the toughest players in the NBA.
Well, Vlade, I think it would be one of the best sports stories ever if you guys could come back and win. You think you can take the Bulls this year, man?
I hope so.
Yeah, they're playing out of their minds, but maybe they'll get all the good stuff out of the way now, catch them in the playoffs on a hot streak.
We have chance, no, we will see.
All right, I wish you luck. Thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate it. Vlade Divac, we'll be right back.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by New Ultra Dash. Cleans a mess for less.
I'd like to thank my guests, Shannen Doherty, Louie Anderson, and by the way, Louie will be appearing at Bally's in Las Vegas, February 5th, and I believe he's with Rita Rudner. That's a killer show. I've seen those two together in Bally's in Reno, February 6th and 10th, the Vegas-Reno Tahoe Troika for Louie. And also like to thank Diane Ladd, Vlade Divac, and I'm sorry we ran a little long tonight. We had to apologize. We had to bump Jinky the Fruit Bat. Sorry, but if you want to see Jinky, feel the Jink Mania. He's currently appearing at the Pontages Theater in the Tennessee Williams production of The Cave Dweller Named Desire. That's Jinky the Fruit Bat, responsible agent Bud Robinson. Thank you very much. Good night, teenagers.
When in Los Angeles, guests of the Dennis Miller Show stay at the St. James Club and Hotel.